Crimson Manor, the Bloodline Curse. Chapter 4. Rituals and Revelations. With Lady Cordelia's guidance, Isabella and James delved deeper into the dark rituals and incantations that bound the malevolent force to their home. Hours were spent in the library, deciphering cryptic symbols scattered throughout the manor's hidden chambers and dusty tomes. They learned they needed a ritual to banish the demonic entity, requiring a series of rare and powerful artifacts hidden throughout the manor and its grounds. Facing daunting risks and challenges, Isabella and James knew they had no choice but to confront the evil that had haunted their home for generations. Their determination to break the curse and free the tormented spirits within the manor's walls burned unwaveringly. Before embarking on their quest, Isabella and James steeled their resolve in the manor's pristine chapel, untouched by time. The air was thick with hope and determination. Lighting candles and offering prayers, they sought strength and guidance, finding solace in the chapel's tranquil embrace amid the chaos that had consumed their lives. Renewed in hope and determination, they ventured back into the shadowed halls of the manor, prepared for the trials ahead. Guided by Lady Cordelia's spirit, they embarked on a perilous journey to recover the artifacts needed for the counter-ritual. Traversing hidden passageways and secret rooms, they unearthed long-forgotten relics and powerful talismans crucial to their salvation. As they delved deeper into the manor's haunted history, Isabella and James uncovered tragic tales of those ensnared by the curse, stories of heartbreak, betrayal, and the price paid for greed and power. Each artifact they recovered brought them closer to understanding the curse's true nature and the malevolent entity consuming lives. With each item gathered, whispers within the manor grew louder, shadows closing in as if the evil presence sensed its imminent defeat. Undeterred, Isabella and James pressed on, their love and determination propelling them forward through the darkest depths of hidden catacombs to the eerie silence of the family crypt. Upon securing the final artifact, a sense of overwhelming relief briefly lifted the curse's weight, yet they knew the hardest part of their challenging journey lay ahead. They braced themselves to confront the demonic entity at the heart of the Bloodline Curse, a test of courage and love that would define their future. Armed with artifacts and Lady Cordelia's guidance, Isabella and James prepared for the counter-ritual in the manor's once grand ballroom, site of the original dark ceremony. Anticipation hung heavy as the air chilled, an eerie silence descending. Isabella and James locked eyes, a silent affirmation of their mutual determination and resilience in the face of challenges. Together, they were unstoppable. Arranging artifacts meticulously, each item glowed faintly with otherworldly light, resonating with their purpose. Candles flickered violently, casting wavering shadows on the walls as the couple began reciting ancient incantations. Shadows swirled, desperate to disrupt the ritual, yet Isabella and James remained steadfast, voices steady and strong. A sudden gust snuffed out the candles, casting the room into near darkness. Oppressive forces loomed, whispering doubts and fears, but Isabella and James found strength in their united grip. The artifacts glowed with renewed energy, pushing back the encroaching shadows, their ethereal light illuminating the space and fortifying their resolve against the darkness. The battle against darkness raged as the demonic entity fought to maintain its grip on Crimson Manor. Yet in the face of terror and heartache, Isabella and James discovered the true power of their love and resolve. With unwavering determination, they fought to save their future and the souls lost to the curse. As they continued their incantations, the artifacts around them hummed with an unearthly intensity that seemed to resonate through the very foundations of the manor. The oppressive presence recoiled, its malevolent grip weakening with each ancient word spoken. Shadows writhed and twisted, but the couple stood firm, their bond and purpose unbreakable. Suddenly, a blinding light erupted from the artifacts, engulfing the ballroom in a dazzling display of ethereal energy. The air crackled with power as the demonic entity shrieked, its form dissipating into the ether. Isabella and James experienced a deep sense of liberation as the curse that had haunted their home for generations fractured like delicate glass. Freedom finally awaited them. In the aftermath, silence descended upon Crimson Manor. The once ominous shadows now seemed to retreat, replaced by a gentle warmth that permeated every corner. Isabella and James looked around, disbelief mingling with relief and joy. Lady Cordelia's spirit appeared one last time, her ethereal form radiant with gratitude. With a whispered farewell, Lady Cordelia's presence faded, leaving behind a sense of peace and renewal. Isabella and James embraced, overwhelmed by the weight lifted from their shoulders. Hand in hand, they walked through the now tranquil halls of their home, knowing that their love and courage had not only saved themselves, but had also liberated the spirits trapped within Crimson Manor. Isabella and James emerged from their trials stronger and more united than ever, their hearts forever linked by the legacy of bravery and resilience that had finally shattered the Bloodline Curse. Together, they faced their challenges, proving that love and courage could conquer even the darkest of fates.